virtue of how would I refer to you now? You're a member of the APC because you work for a president.
Since January. Since January.
So, I mean, how does that work? Because this is you who said the human brain is unique and miraculous. It works and functions optically 24 hours a day, 365 days a year until you join APC, then it stopped working. Does that apply to you?
Let me just answer this, and I will not answer any further communication in relation to what you and I have trashed here when I met the president sometime. It's just that in Nigeria we have sometimes, well, since it is not a journalist that say, I won't say lazy journalism, but you see, I have said it, this quote, I have never said it like that. The statement I made, which is similar to this, was on the 24th of December. You were not on duty. Your colleague, I think it's Geoffrey, was the one who was interviewing me. On the eve of Christmas, I remember. And I didn't say this same thing that you're saying. But by the way, let me tell you this. A lot of people don't know politics, and they don't know how politics is being played. When you are for the opposition, what are you supposed to do? To oppose, isn't it? To oppose. If you have the training and discipline where you get engaged in debate, for example, where you say debate for and against. So what we know and from my discipline of law is you emphasize your strength and de-emphasize the strength of the other person. You allow him to state his case. And all of these references that people were making were activities that played out when I was in the PDP. It is understandable. The reason why I said I will not talk further on that is because when I met the president in January, you were the first person to interview me after I had met him. It was the hottest interview we've ever had. First of all of the years I know you in interview, you hardly interview and make reference and play out something. But that day it was like Larry King interviewing somebody. And after that, I went to other TV stations and ensured that, because I don't run away from interview. Now, much they take talk, now, I will take answer. I've gone to all the places and answered the question. Now, so the president has given us privilege, and there are so much that the president, imagine the visit of the Prime Minister of India, a lot of solid issues to talk about. People are not looking at that. You're looking at Bwala. He said this before against the president. Now, let's assume that it is malaria. Is it not the president that should take the medicine? Why are you taking the medicine for him? When I met him, I told you here on your show in January, when I was explaining why I took positions that I took, but I told him I never went personal. I guess you don't even have to worry. I understand this is politics. The only thing the president then was worried was that when I left, I didn't meet with him before leaving. That's the only thing, not what I said. And he told me something. He said, if you look around me now, most of the people that I would meet today were once against me and even very deep against me. But in life, my mother, this is his word, my mother taught me that if a king is going to be fighting with people, you will now become a lonely king without people. And so I have learned that in life, and I don't hold it against
me. So you are 100% loyal to the president?
100%.
So you were formerly, you said that you were 100% loyal to Atiku.
When I was with Atiku, I was 100. So that, I'm like a pit bull, right? When you are committed to someone, you give 100. So I cannot say, when I was working for Atiku, I was 90% for Atiku and 10% for Asiwaju. But then, what it means that I can't be trusted by both Atiku and Asiwaju. Well, I'm Tinubu the president.
But your loyalty shifted as soon as your perception of things shifted.
As soon as the president
won.
Took one. No, even when he won, I was in PDP actually, up to the judgment of the Supreme Court. So that question of who won, who didn't won was settled. The next thing that everybody was confronted with after that time was governance. And if you recall, I want to refresh your memory, on the 1st, I think, of January, the president gave a speech. And in that speech, he called on all Nigerians from all divide to come together and let us build on governance. So when I got the privilege of being invited by the president to meet him, which many people have sought for and never had, and I count it as a privilege of a lifetime. He's a father, I've been with him before. And he said, I want you to join this idea of governance and the rest. I saw it as a rare opportunity. And I grabbed it with joy. And from then I gave him my 100% commitment. And Sheun, you have been around from that January when I made that decision for the president till today. Was there any moment in which I was quiet, silent, redundant? It has always been 100. That's my life.